Hello everybody, welcome to your tarot reading. This is Love and I am Tara, and we are going to be your energy readers for today's tarot reading. So thank you for allowing us to be your reader for today's reading. And this is going to be again the video for those of you Capricorns out there, as well as if you have the sign of Capricorn in any other important houses in your chart. This is the reading for you. Or even if you're just called to watch this reading, I can assure that there will be messages in here for you, even if you're not a Capricorn yourself. Yeah. So if you'd like to skip to the tarot reading, go ahead and click the timestamps down below. It'll take you straight to the tarot reading section. However, if you have some time to spare, I would highly recommend that you stick around, because we are first going to go through the guided messages that came through automatic writing. So these messages come through usually during the preparation for the videos. So they come in before the reading. I take some pen and paper and I start writing down whatever your guides are relaying to me, and we go through them together. So we are going to be reading these messages together, and when that's done, we'll get straight into your tarot reading. Okay, so I feel like that's pretty much everything I have to say before we get started. And as always, trust your intuition, prioritize your direct connection with the loving universe, right? That's the most accurate compass. And remain connected and tuned in while we're here together, spending time together with our etheric friends. Okay? Also, if you like our content, please consider helping us by pressing like, pressing subscribe, or following us on any of our social media platforms. It helps a lot with the algorithm, and it helps us a lot in growing this channel. So thank you in advance for supporting Luv Tara. And with that out of the way, let's get started with your guided messages. Hello and welcome to the guided messages section of your today's reading, which is going to be the part where we go over together the messages that came through before I start doing the reading. So these came through while I was doing preparations for your video, and I just went in straight, I just tuned in and allowed the automatic writing messages to come through, and this is what I have for you today. So your guides wanted to first say happy birthday for all of you who have had your birthday for the month of January in the sign of Capricorn. And the first keyword that they gave to me was I'm gonna let me hold this up for you a little bit, just in case you might want to pause and read the messages on your own. So the first keyword was gather, and by gathering they wanted me to really emphasize that it's not like gathering of new resources or having to go out and find the missing components, but it's more of a gathering of things that you already possess. And the three major areas that they wanted me to highlight was first, courage. So gathering the emotional state, the mindset, and the willpower from within to go forward in some sort of a journey, right? So because they also gave me the keyword journey. So you may, I feel like, have already started a journey and is going through a tipping point of some sort that requires courage, self-empowerment, and the trust in your divine path. So the first element is the gathering of your emotional resilience, emotional readiness, yeah? And the second part is resources, which means abundance-wise, money, support, any of the materialistic kind of puzzle pieces that you require to make this happen. And I feel like they also wanted to really like emphasize on this, that you have all of this, that you may be thinking that you have to, invest more, find additional resources. However, they're saying that that is really unnecessary unless you feel like it's fun to do so, and it's something that you could support and afford, or it's something that you could, make happen with ease. If it's but if you feel like it's something that requires, a stretch to acquire it, that those stuff may not be necessary at all, because you have all you need on this journey. And I feel like it's like a manifestation or a co-creative project with the spirits that you are grounding in. So in those areas, please know that you have the resources, as well as these also apply to your spiritual ascension, your spiritual journey. So if you feel like you lack knowledge, if you feel like you need to improve in a certain area by getting additional resources, guidance, or they're just saying that you have all that it takes, and you have what is required and needed to really fulfill your spiritual journey. So please trust in that as well. And the third component is energy. So the delegation of energies, the awareness that you flow with the universal energy where it needs to go, when you feel called to do so, for things that wants to be created through you, or for the paths of your spiritual growth that is in divine timing. So keyword divine timing as well. So trust your energy, and when it starts to move, when it wants to be still, because there is a sense of your soul's inner knowing of the divine timing of things that is going on at play here, that may not make a lot of sense to your logical human mind. And being a Capricorn, the earth element, you may require very strategic plans or detailed, having you like things to be tangible, and being able to manage each step of the way. So they're saying it may be a very different journey from what you may usually, from how you may usually navigate it. And of course, also new energies in 2025. So it's a timeless message. However, from when I'm recording this, it is 2025. So for those of you this year onwards, please know that there are new energies that are coming in. And if you're watching this at any future time that is not 2025, then the year of 2025 may have been a pivotal point in which your energy has shifted, and they may be referring back to that particular specific time frame for a reason that you will know and resonate with. Like, you will know why they're giving, giving a shout out to 2025. Okay, so like we said, gathering what you know, what you already have, and evaluate. So it's kind of more of seeing a bigger picture of the things that you already own, and the capacity, the resources that you already have at your disposal and is accessible to you at this time. So again, you have what's needed, and putting the puzzle pieces together to form a whole. So I feel like this could be a very productive time. It's the energy brings good opportunities for you to start putting the elements together and forming the bigger picture. You may have like drafts, or you may have a little idea, concepts of whether this is in your creative side of things or in your spiritual. They're saying it's for both, in your spiritual journey as well, that maybe you kind of know which area of growths are available to you, So put those like into perspectives, put those like connect the dots, and you will see what your soul is actually evolving into at this time. And they're saying if you don't know which one or which step to take, trust your inner compass, because like what is ready to be upgraded will automatically be brought from your subconscious mind to the forefront of your conscious awareness. So those things that are already like surfaced and are in your daily awareness, work with them first, and work with the things that are ready to be accessed. Okay, and it is going to be a journey, so be approach this in a way that is beyond time. So, you don't care when it's gonna happen. You don't care how long it takes. You are beyond time, okay? So, I feel like that's also one of the key to grounding in experiences from the quantum field, from the energy field into your tangible realities, is to, be greater. Like I think Dr. Joe Dispenza said something along the line of being greater than yourself, being greater than time. And yeah, if you're not familiar with his work, I highly recommend that, check out Dr. Joe Dispenza. He helped me a lot in my healing journey. And on this journey, I feel like from here on, they really encourage you to embark and just it was, when the message came through, it was a sense of outward energy. So start emanating your frequency, start spreading, sharing, shining your energy field, and shining your light body, your light energy, because I feel like you are at a point where you have the energetic reserve to share and to create and to be to have it expand outward to just beyond yourself. So it's a green light from spirits at this time, whatever you're about to start on, whatever you feel like there's like a little inkling of, I really wanna like, get the momentum going in this direction towards this particular inner growth area, creative projects, your career, or any other areas of your life. You will know intuitively where the energy wants to go. It is a very, very good time, and you have the green lights from the spirits. And I feel like, again, they just want me to repeat this, that outward energy at this time is good. So sharing, letting yourself be seen, coming out of your hermit stage, and allowing yourself to have that energy be shared wherever it needs to go. Yeah. So I feel like that is your all of your guided messages from just the automatic writing, and we will be getting into the tarot reading. So stick around, stay tuned, and I'll see you in the tarot reading. Hello Capricorns, and welcome to your reading. Welcome to those of you in the signs of Capricorns, or if you have Capricorns in any other important areas in your chart, this is the reading for you. Or if you're just simply drawn to this reading, please know that there's a message in here for you as well. So I just wanted to make a video for those of you who had birthdays in the month of January, and we don't have a specific, how do you call it, like a topic. So I'll just let whatever comes through come to, like, whatever the spirits want to tell you to come through. And before we get started, please know that your direct connection and your inner knowing is the most important connection. So please prioritize and trust your inner compass above anything else I could give you today. We're here to just have a little chat with spirits, talk to our guides, check in with them together, and have fun. Yeah, So while we're doing that, you're also connected directly. So I would highly recommend that you prioritize your direct connection and practice discernment for the messages that you receive from any outside sources, right? And you know, I feel like I don't know whose guide this is, but they're just saying like they would they want to connect directly with you more, as in whether you know if you're watching a lot of tarot reading videos, you know, you may start by reading tarot for yourself and having that your you know your time with your guides and your higher self and the loving universe, that is through your direct connection. Or if you are using a lot of tarot cards, they may want to help you practice direct connection by, you know, not using any of the tools, which includes tarot cards, because that happened to me before. And you know, what happened was the cards would not speak to me, and but I did, like, I still got the clairaudient and clairvisions. I still got messages, just not through tarot readings. It would be in my daily lives. It would be just like, well, when I'm going about doing things, you know. So I feel like they asked me to share that because some of you are going through that and you may be confused as to why the cards don't speak to you as they did before, or why your guides are not talking to you through like any other mediums, like a tool, right? So I don't know, runes, tarot, any other divination tools, or any other, you know, mediums or a person that you may have gone to, or a tarot reader that you listen to. Like, things may start to resonate less for you. So that's a sign that they want to start helping you connect directly without you know, having to be dependent on anything outside of yourself. And once you're able to do that, these are for, you know, it makes things fun. It makes things like, because I like art, so I like tarot. So, you know, it'll be just for that reason, but not because you need it. Yeah. So those are the messages that already came through a little bit for you, even before I, you know, see any of the cards. So if that resonates, that's a confirmation for you that your guides are eager to talk to you at this time. Also, I don't do reversals, so let me see all the cards first. Seems like, ooh, the Star, the World, the Hierophant, the Strength. You are having like so many Metu Arcanas. Okay. Just give me a minute to check that everything is okay on the camera, and that you can all see the cards well. All right. And I might, like, you might see me fiddle with the cards like during the video. That's just my way of working. I sense energy through my hands a lot, so sometimes I'm just like touching everything. That's because you know, that's sometimes, like, that's how spirits talk to me. So let's get into your cards. I feel like for you Capricorns, you know that there has been they're giving you star quality, leadership, like aura kind of energy. I feel like you've realized recently, in the recent past, that you are being prepared for this kind of opportunity and role, one where you are, you know, you are going to be seen. So I don't know if YouTube is going to have a problem with that. So let me put something. YouTube is being weird lately, but yeah, that's just for safety reasons, so that the video gets, you know, stays on YouTube and doesn't get taken down. So that's interesting. The way that I had to. Okay. You're being seen, but in a way that it's maybe similar to what I'm doing here. Like you are creating, you're coming out doing your co-creative things with the universe. However, you're not like completely naked, as in you are retaining your privacy. You found a way to lead and to share and to be in a position of, one who is able to guide or share your wisdom through some sort of modality that also allows you to preserve your privacy, to preserve your peace, because you value that a lot. So I feel like your guides are kind of giving you a confirmation that they pretty much support your decision in doing so. So if you've been doubting and hesitating about, how you're going about things, please know that they are in full support for the path that you have chosen, because they respect and honor that what is valuable and precious to you, which could mean working or creating, or even in your spiritual path, growing, ascending in a way where not everything has to be out in the public, where not everything is entirely visible or observable to your if you're a creator, then to your audiences, to your viewers. Or if you're in a spiritual path, and it means that you are not sharing every single detail of your spiritual journeys or of your understanding of energies and the universe with people. And that also includes people in your close circle, so they may know that you are, doing your thing, shining your light, growing spiritually through different, energy works and modalities. However, they might not know the bigger picture of it, the details of it. And my ear is ringing. Let me check. Let me tune in. I forgot to tune in. No, let me tune in. Or maybe that's what they're reminding me. Yeah. So, that's interesting. I usually never forget. So I feel like, yeah, I got it, guys. Okay. They sent me like a chunk of download. It takes me a while to kind of like recalibrate. They're saying whatever allows you to tune in the most is fine by them. Okay? So what gives you the optimal energy to stay tapped in and turned on and in tune with the universal energies, even if it means, working in a way that you're not entirely out in the spotlight, in the limelight, if it retains your core frequency, then that's the way that is just right for you. Yeah. So even if it means you're not telling your families about what you're learning, what you're doing, they're saying it may not be for forever, because cyclical. It might not be forever. However, at this point in time, it seems to be what serves you. So go ahead and continue to do what you're doing. And in this present moment, I feel like your guides are just reminding you to also rest your mind. I feel like you've been resting your body, like, maybe, taking baths, going to spa, getting massages, doing things to relax your body, to cleanse your auric field, because I don't know if you see the butterflies. Your energy, all your energetic centers are transforming very well. They're expanding very well, and that also in turn gives a lot of energy back to the 8th energy center, which is the soul star chakra above your head. So that is why they are like your guides are giving you green lights to embark on your journey, to start creating and emanate and give the energy outward, to expand, like to shine your lights outward, in whichever way that is for you. However, they're just also reminding you that your mind, like part to complete that relaxation and rejuvenation process in this current energy and timeline, they would highly recommend that you pay attention to whether, like, to how you could relax your mental space a little bit more. So it's like your thoughts, your inner dialogues. Yeah, those are 2 areas that they'd like me to emphasize. The higher path for that is closure and new beginnings. So focus on the new beginnings and anchoring in the feeling of closure. I feel like you've gone through many different metamorphosis, and this one is also a very important one as well. The blossoming that is happening right now is almost like your alignment to a new earth frequency, which means you're jumping timelines again, you're jumping possibilities again. It's almost like your frequency base has shifted a lot from you stepping up into this position of the star energy, of the Hierophant energy, or being able to understand your full capacity and capabilities in how you could contribute or how you could shine your light, yeah, and have your love be shared. So I feel like that reset of your base frequency is it kind of marks a beginning of a new timeline for you, new possibilities for you. And I'm just being drawn to the turtles. Okay, so I'm just gonna, like, they just straight up said, like, slow but steady. Yeah, slow and steady wins the race. It's like that story of the, you know, the rabbit and the turtle, like going through a race, and then the turtle kind of makes it to the finish line first because it was just going at its own pace, at its own natural rhythm of a turtle. So find your own natural rhythm and respect that. Like, really honor. Why is it not focusing? Okay, focus on finding your natural rhythm. Yeah, focus on finding your natural rhythm. And if things feel a little bit like blurry, you're not sure what's going on, or you're confused, in that moment, remember to relax your mind. Remember to kind of slow down your inner dialogue, or at least observe what's running through your thoughts and slow that down. And remember that your focus at this time that is most conducive is going at your own pace and understanding your natural rhythm, your natural way of swimming about this universal current. Yeah, because they're saying you're very good at observing the things that are around you. So how other people do their projects, how things are successful. Like they're giving me a person of someone who listens to, you know, entrepreneurs, other creators, and you listen to these stories of success, and then you try to implement it to your own daily lives and your way of going about things. And they're saying not everything like that worked for them. And the reason it worked for them is because those people understood their natural rhythm. So not the way that you could, you know, benefit from understanding their stories is like, oh, there's a natural rhythm to everybody's process of things. Then it could be, you know, a an important and significant property and skill for a leader or for someone who's able to shine their light, to understand themselves and their rhythm. So I'm gonna practice that skill too. I'm gonna, start understanding my rhythm, respecting my rhythm, allowing transformation to happen in its own cyclical nature, in its own divine timing. I feel like if you listen to the guided messages before, your guides talked quite a bit about divine timing. So being okay with things not with being beyond time. Yeah, being beyond time. So fast, slow, deadlines, things like that may not matter at this time, but it's your frequency baseline that matters, because that is your jumping point of your manifestation. So as long as you keep that foundation in a state that brings you joy, like you are jumping from a point of joy, things will be okay. And you'll find that sometimes you end up bending time, which means things that may have that should have taken hours, days, weeks, or months end up taking much shorter than it should, because you are bending time as an alchemist and as a quantum creator, simply by being in a joyful state and allowing the universe to help you. Yeah. Let me take a sip of water. Such a beautiful card. I feel like I really want to show it to you, but this is how it has to be on YouTube for now. Also, they just pointed me to the bird in the middle. So this particular practice of the skill to detect your frequency and to respect your rhythm and your natural speed of things, it's going to be very freeing to you. It's going to be a very freeing experience for you as a soul, to know that you have the ultimate freedom to grow, and they're giving me adjust the speed of your ascension as you will, right? So if things are going too fast, if you feel the resistance are strong and you're not feeling ease in your akash, in your biofield, know that you can slow down, and you can ask your guides, you can ask your higher self, you can just straight up put in a request and say, this is too fast for me. I want to slow down because I want to feel more ease. I want to feel the path of allowing. I want to feel the path of least resistance, and I want to feel the flow. So that could be something that your guides want you to kind of try talking to them about, which is the pacing of things, the amount of things, or the what your nature is. Yeah, they want to understand more of your preferences in working with them, in growing, and in the overall bigger pictures of how the universe could work with you. So more input from you, yeah, less in terms of logical thinking, trying to think things out by yourself, but work together with your guides to strengthen the connection. And I feel like once you are able to, once these lessons are understood, you'll feel a sense of empowerment within you as the creator, that that the universe is helping you, is co-creating with you. So as its partner, how are you going to show up, and how are you going to voice yourself and be allow yourself to be engaged in the co-creative process by allowing you to give him more inputs. Yeah, tell them what you like, in your manifestation, in working with the universe, talk to your guides, your higher self, and tell them what you enjoy, how you would like to receive the experiences. But in terms of like for me at least, what I found works best is letting them know the emotional state that you'd like to experience throughout that manifestation. So let's say if I wanted to make this video, I don't just say like, oh, I want to make this like a 40-minute reading. I don't tell them that. I just say like, can it please be fun? Like, I want to have fun, and can it be something that I'm comfortable to work with and it feels easy and it feels joyful. Yeah. And if there's some particular areas of the details of your work that you truly do not enjoy, just tell them like, oh, I really am not like in my best self doing that. So like, fine, like reroute. Yeah, reroute. Like, if anything, like, do or something better, right? Like, find something better. This doesn't work for me. Like, you also have this strength. There's strength in saying no, right? So even your guides, you are allowed to say no, because they're like navigation systems. They propose to you the different opportunities and possibilities. And if they give you all of these solutions or ways of how things could unfold, and you say yes to everything, it's gonna be quite exhausting. Or at least your guides could get very confused. Like, everything, like anything is okay. Like, but as a point of consciousness, your variety, your preference matters, and that's why they've chosen to create through you. So have strength to honor yourself and your nature, and let that be something that you communicate with them. Yeah, because I feel like the white buffalo is a very sacred animal for the Native Americans, right? And I feel like your guides have been sending you loads of synchronicities, and you know that they are there. It's almost like you know that the white buffalo is everywhere without even seeing an actual white buffalo, if you know what I mean. Like, you're someone who may not require constant synchronicities to reaffirm you anymore, because like, you understand, like, you see it once and you understand, and it's just with you for the rest of your life. And I feel like that's the inner knowing that you have with them, and you respect and honor them so much, just like how the indigenous people really, really respected their spirit animals, and they are really thankful for that. However, at the same time, they want you to just they want you to allow you to be yourself. Like how these cultural clothings are very unique to their tribes, right? It's very unique to their people, to the culture. It's beautiful, it's artistic, it's an expression of their nature, their inner energy. And your guides would really want to see that for you, in terms of how you present yourself as a human being growing spiritually on this planet, how that your uniqueness and the sense of, they're trying to give me a word. They're saying like, allow yourself like to stand up and empower yourself to show all of you, even if it means like however you want to dress, however you want to present yourself, however you want to define strength for yourself. Yeah. So there's also something about the definition of strength that they would like to for you to take time to reflect upon. What is strong for you, what is something that is considered like acceptable. I don't know why, but they're giving me that word, acceptable. Maybe like some of you are like want to do something that's unconventional, like me reading, like giving guided messages and tarot readings as a VTuber, as a cartoon like an animated character. If you have something like that and you're hesitating, working with understanding why you're hesitating, or what are the things that are holding you back, would highly help you. And they're asking you to do this at this time because it's not only going to benefit your career, your future creative projects with them, but it's also a part of your spiritual journey. So it's a part of like your soul's meant to understand this at this time. So take your time and dive into that. Also, they're telling me all of this, it's a practice, okay? So allow yourself to slowly get a hang of it. Like your guides, again, like your own natural rhythm, your own pacing is the best. So and your soul family, your guides, your higher self will do whatever they can to fully support that and find different work ways to accommodate that. I feel like some of you are like worried that you don't catch up, and it's some things are going to not come into fruition. However, they're saying, I feel like this one, they're saying there are ways that they could work with you, and the universe is more, it's limitless, right? So there are ways that they could make things happen, even if you slow down, even if you do things in a unconventional way that's different from other people. Okay, so I feel like your journey, like usually when I read, I get people whose energy I've already been through, or I'm learning and just recapping things as well. So I feel like a lot of you may be creators and have very, very unique projects. They're meant to be seen. Look, creators. Beauty. Just thank you. Thank you. I'm thanking the guides. Just as we were talking about creators and creating, like you being creatives, you being artists, some of you content creator in like online, like you have a channel, stuff like that. It's just you working in front of a computer creating beautiful things. um your guides like that a lot. Okay, they encourage you to keep doing that. The project or the career path that you are investing your energy into, it is one that aligns with your higher calling. I feel with your soul's higher calling, with the path of allowing you to shine your light. I feel like they're yeah, it's just simple. They're just saying like the stuff that you do are beautiful, and they really encourage you to continue to do that. Waves, ocean. Let me see the last card. Okay. No way. This came out for the reading I did for the one before this, but it's in Thai. It's in my native language under this same Capricorn theme. This exact card came out. And you saw me shuffle. Alright, I'm trying to get my camera to focus on the cards on the table. Alright. So I feel like, because you're earth signs, of course, when your thoughts are like really going really fast, and you feel like you really need deep relaxation, right? Because Four of Swords, it's like you might be someone who wait until you get exhausted to rest, or like doesn't allow your thoughts to stop until you go to sleep. And the energy that the element that helps with that right now is the water element. So your emotions, allowing yourself time to feel your emotions, allowing space for the emotions to flow and to surf that waves, because it looks like you're the surfer, right? That's like the wave tunnel that usually surfer goes through. And this is almost like what I'm seeing is the point of view of the surfer that's about to go through the tunnel, the wave tunnel, towards freedom. Because beyond the waves are all these birds in the sky. So again, birds. In this energy, for freedom, for the energy of freedom to be anchored in more and more, feeling things are very important. Feeling. So, and also flexibility, fluidity in your emotional state, which means whatever you feel, whatever comes through in your emotional subconscious mind, be okay with it. Like, be loving towards the self. Whatever feeling comes through, whether it's sadness, rage, terror, panic, if it's love, if it's encouragement, if it's joy, things that we deem as positive and negative, whatever they are, allow them to flow through your body, because like Dr. Sue Martyr says, like no emotion is worth suppressing, like for your body, right? Because when we reject our emotions, they end up being stagnant, and those stagnant emotion creates like symptoms and things in our bodies, like weird manifestations in our realities. So know that, like, even the turbulent ones, like a harsh crushing wave kind of emotions, even those deserve a place in your body to be felt. If it's something that feels really heavy, fine, you will know where your safe space is in meeting those emotions and in allowing them to flow and to move. For me, it's in meditations, in guided meditations. I do meditations by Dr. Joe Dispenza, Dr. Sue Martyr. I also meditate with things from Abraham Hicks. Guided in a meditative state. Those are like amazing safe places to feel your emotions. They're saying if some emotions are like a gigantic wave and you feel like it requires a different safe space, like you're going to a therapist, going to talk to a psychiatrist, then be resourceful, okay? Allow yourself to be as resourceful as you can be, without any kinds of judgment. So that'll be different for each and every one of you. They're saying you will know, your internal guidance will lead you there, to the path of freedom. Like you'll know, you're the surfer, you know the ocean, okay? You know this ocean, you understand it. You're kind of like they're saying, even though you're earth signs, you may have a lot of water signs in your chart, and that's why your ability to access your emotion is pretty strong. Or if not, you've kind of honed this skill for a while and you know how to work with it. So they're not worried. They're just like giving you little reminders, like, oh, here's like what you can do as well. If you wanted to move this energy, we'll help support you here. Just let them know, okay? Let your guides know. And trust. Let me take a sip of water. Oh, wow, it's been a while. All right. Lastly, trust. Trust your higher self. That's the first thing. Trust your guides and also trust your star friends. And they're giving me like an animal companion, your pet friend, your animal companion. Trust them. They have a very big role in helping you. Like, and they're saying you know that they've always helped you, and that they're like your partner in this lifetime for this journey. So pay special close attention to your pets, to your dogs, to your cats, your birds, your fish. They're helping you. Yeah. So it says trust. You have a strong connection to your soul's loving voice, and have faith in your intuition. So again, they're just saying like your guides are tapping you, and I'm just saying like with everything we talked about, whether it's your career, your work, your spirit, your ascension, your path as like your role to serve, your inner growth, your emotional state, and like moving through this new chapter. If you still feel like there's a little small, I feel like there's a small energy there, which is like, yeah, but like I'm really not, I'm like, what am I meant to do? Yeah, I feel that energy. It's like that's part of the lesson. That's part of the lesson, is to learn to trust yourself, to learn the strength in self, the strength in your own points of attraction, the energy center that is the heart, that you've been opening, you've been charging. I feel like it's time to trust that, because the voice within, there's a calling within, always calling in the things that are like conducive to your soul's growth, your intuitive connection. I mean, like, you've done this like lifetimes after lifetimes. It's innate, it's in your soul, it's just coded in your DNA. Okay, let me just say, it's coded in your DNA. And the last thing to activate it fully is for you to trust that you are it, for you to trust that you have this this capacity, and that they're giving me like it's inevitable. Your soul planned this, your oversoul chose this, you chose this. So trust in this path, and trust in your ability to detect the next best move, and where to go, what to do, the directions of things. I feel like all of it is a part of the lesson, is to hone and master the ability to trust the self. Because I feel like you already trust the divine, you trust the universe, you trust your guides. Can you equally trust yourself? Do you equally, like at this time, like, are you being, what are the things that you could do to trust yourself and the divine equally? Yeah, 50-50, co-creators, co-investors, right? Like have it be at an equilibrium. Yeah, that's the word they wanted me to use, equilibrium of things. And see which side of the polarity. It could be different, right? Like if you know that you already trust yourself a lot, you're learning lessons of faith, and then the divine is something that you doubt, even with a lot of synchronicity. Sometimes you're like, but like, is it real? Stuff like that. You will know where you are on the scale of extremities of things. Just pull that into balance in the middle. Okay. All right. I feel like that's it. I feel like those are the messages for you today, because your guides are beginning to step back. Is that it, love? Yeah? Okay. All right. They just told me, "That's it, everybody. We're that's all we wanted to say." That's what I heard, and they're like, "Thank you for being here." They're your guys are like, "Thanks for being here. We had fun." Like, thanks for joining us. Like, then that's my guides, your guides, and they're having a little chat up there in the ether. Who knows? Who knows what kind of party they're having? But yeah, I feel like that's it for today, everybody. So thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope the messages are something that are useful to you. And I hope to see you next time here on Luv Tara. If you like our kinds of content, if you enjoyed this reading, it'll help us a lot if you could help subscribe, follow the channel, and it really does help with the algorithm and with us growing the channel here. So thank you again, and thank you for allowing us to be your energy reader for today. And we hope to see you again next time. And remember, the universe is by your side, and your soul knows the way. Bye bye.